work-life balance. And I was like, how that looks to you? How do you find that? And I've been in that struggle for a bit, So I feel like it takes a lot of things to happen for you to find that. And I'm just curious. I got shit to say on it. I'm curious if you have anything to say on that stuff.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's another episode of Broken Bread Conversations. I'm Seiko.
I'm Josh.
That's Josh over there. We're Broken Bread Conversations. We're on all platforms just to start it off. On Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Check us out on everything Broken Bread Conversations. Thanks for watching. Happy Mother's Day also.
Oh, shit.
Today's Mother's Day. Almost forgot. After this, I'm going to go get some flowers and get her some money and shit. But yeah, Happy Mother's Day. But yeah, another day, another episode. For this one, Josh said he had some ideas he wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I'm just curious about a couple of things. Yeah, I don't know. Well, some things I'm actually curious about because we're kind of going through a weird work transition, and I don't know if similar people might be feeling something like this, but I'm just curious on because I know you have ideas for work-life balance, and I was like, how that looks to you, and how that just looks in life is how do you find that? Because I know a lot of people probably are struggling similar to us in similar situations, probably not happy at certain places and trying to figure out how the fuck we can get out of it, find something better, and I've been in that struggle for a bit, so trying to find that balance, I feel like it's hard, and I feel like it takes a lot of things to happen for you to find that, and I'm just curious. I got shit to say on it. I'm curious if you have anything to say on that stuff.
Yeah, because I do kind of have a schedule, because to give context, what I mainly do is, I run this podcast channel with Josh, I make the clips and shit. I edit the videos every week, so that's
the magic maze doing everything.
Yeah, that's my routine. So, but on top of that, I also recently started working out again with Josh, also on my own as well, and practicing boxing. We punch bags. We always do that before we record. So yeah, I do that too.
Wait, first up, how do you find that though? So far, how that's been helping your routine? Just curious.
How do what?
The working out, that's obviously something kind of new to your routine. At least the boxing anyway. Mm-hmm. I was wondering has that helped since you're this little balance you've been trying to find? Has that kind of routine been more healthy, you feel like?
It's definitely healthy, to work out and box. Yeah, I feel better for sure. I'm glad I'm doing it too. But and it definitely helps doing it to start off my day. Yeah, because you're starting off being physically active.
No, I agree with it.
And it gets the anxieties out and all the aggression or shit you got going on. So it definitely is really beneficial to do that, and I enjoy it a lot. But going back to the schedule, to give context, my work schedule, I work night shift with Josh. We work at the same job. We work from 3...
It's half night shift.
Yeah, it's a swing shift.
Yeah, swing shift.
They call it night shift. But you work from 3 p.m. all the way up into 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So that means that we have pretty much the morning and afternoon to ourselves, to get whatever we need to get done or, chill or whatever, right? So usually I end up waking up at 10 a.m. every morning and then immediately go make a bowl of oatmeal with some fruit in it. That's my breakfast. And
that's hardcore healthy, all right.
And an Ensure, that Ensure drink. That has
you're trying to build protein and shit.
Yeah, just trying to get a lot of good stuff in my body at the beginning of the day. And then after that, I go work out, do my routine, punch. And I do that for maybe an hour, over an hour, hour and a half.
And you do it every day?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
all
right.
After that, I usually make a mass gainer. Drink a mass gainer. I blend it with spinach and shit. I heard spinach helps you absorb nutrients. And then after I make the mass gainer, while I'm drinking the mass gainer, I'm editing a clip.
Damn.
And then getting two things done at the same time.
Yeah, time management.
Yeah. Shit. And after I'm done with the clip, I have to cook real quick before work.
That's understandable.
I make easy stuff that's easy to make, but also healthy and good for you. So I usually make chicken tacos. With pico de gallo on it.
Oh shit!
So
all right.
Get the veggies and shit.
Yeah.
So that's quick, easy tacos. Eat that, and then usually by then I take a shower and then it's time to go to work.
Damn. Yeah, you're pretty full on that.
Yeah. But at the same time though,
nothing's healthy.
You have to balance living.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I did that for a good couple months, and I'm not even living. I'm not even enjoying myself or doing anything that I for leisure or pleasure. So I'm fuck. So now I'm all right. I can't do this every day. So
No.
for sure, throughout the week, I take at least 2 days break. You know, maybe it'll be like a Thursday and a Monday.
Yeah.
Because we work Monday through Thursday.
And you find that balance right there. That's
I like
the most
that
healthiest. Yeah.
because it's like I start my week off not doing hella shit, you know, and then Thursday I end my week off not doing hella shit. So it's like the main shit's like in the midweek.
Yeah, and you're also in a different transition because you're taking a break from smoking, right?
Yeah, I used to smoke a lot.
Yeah, how's that affecting your routine right now?
It's way better.
Yeah, way better.
Because,
okay, yeah.
Smoking was pretty detrimental to my life because
shit.
I would
All
smoke and not get anything done. You know, because I'll smoke and either be feeling. No, what happens is that I'll smoke and I'm just like on my phone real quick and I go in an endless loop. I'm like going through all these like Instagram pages, look at all these pieces of art and pieces of clothing and fashion because that's what I'm into, or like philosophy or like motivation and shit, you know. And I just go in this deep rabbit hole. So and then like 5 hours pass, I did this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Or I'll just literally be there in bed just thinking and reflecting on a bunch of shit, and like 5 hours pass.
But hey, that's also, I think it's healthy. I think that can be healthy, not every time, but I think that's okay to unclutter like that, to be still, because I don't think enough people, even if you're being high, like, oh, I feel like I'm wasting time, is I feel like that. But I think my wife is the one reason to help me like see that different side of that. It's like, even though I'm sitting still, I don't feel like I'm doing shit, you're uncluttering. And you could be doing that by working out. Sometimes that's what I'll try to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to not do anything, not be focused, just be by yourself. And I think a lot of people struggle with that. So I still say that's not always a waste doing that.
It's not a waste. To be honest, I miss doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's like one of my favorite parts of being high. I'm not like trying to get fucked up and, you know, be high as fuck. I like to get high and enjoy things like music, for example. But also I like to really think. 'Cause I feel like when I'm high, it gives me like a different perspective on things. It helps me reflect on my day in a more intuitive way. It's hard to explain.
No, I agree
so I really
with
miss that.
I think people. I just know some people that do struggle with that. They don't. I don't know. I feel like as long as you're intentional with marijuana, I think it can help.
Yeah, because like you get off at work at 1:30, right?
Yeah.
And then usually when I get home, I smoke before I sleep to help me sleep.
Yeah.
But a good amount of the time, what would happen is that I'll smoke, get in bed, and I just end up just thinking for like an hour. I'm like, fuck, I'm not even sleeping.
Yeah.
So I have to like try to like shut down my mind.
Yeah. And what do you do? Because I know a lot of people, they struggle with shutting down their mind. What are the steps you do to shut down your shit? Is it possible for you? Because I know, the reason I say this, right now you're running on how many hours of sleep?
Oh, I've only slept 1 hour.
So it's like,
because I quit smoking recently.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to sleep. So yeah, I only slept 1 hour, and I woke up and me and Josh worked out, and now we're doing this podcast. I'm still feeling good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought I would feel a lot worse, but
I'm
young. Also, so I think when you're young, you can handle this.
Well, I think it's a struggle. I think it's, in my opinion, because I sometimes stay up late. I think it's kind of healthy. It's not all the time, but to having that time is just because why not? If you're not ready for bed, don't have to do that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your mind might be active for a reason. You might have to figure that out. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I've discovered shit. So it's like sometimes staying up late. Obviously, I'll feel the next day really bad, but guess what? That night I'm fucking sleeping crazy good. So I don't even have to need weed or anything. As soon as I get home, I'm out. That doesn't happen very often. Yeah,
that's me tonight.
Yeah, you probably won't be overthinking. No, but you're completely exhausted.
Yeah,
but. Because you don't seem like you were running 1 hour. Yeah, you know what I mean. You seem like you slept pretty good. That's what I'm like.
I'm good at hiding shit.
Yeah. But, I think when you leave here, you'll probably be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, man. Believe me. Yeah, but yeah, that's just pretty much it. You know, just finding a balance with it.
I think it's good. I think you're pretty more straight. I'm not as straight as I need to be, and I got to work on trying to force myself into it because I'll tend to be like, I just do it tomorrow. I might put something off, but that's a bad habit to start. And obviously, having that routine, you know.
I would procrastinate so much when I would smoke because I'm like, I'm too high. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow is like I have a long day at work. I'm like, I need to reward myself. And then now I'm like fucking pushing it to the next day. You know. Yeah,
and I think you also struggle with what I've done is I keep accidentally double booking myself because I push some shit off. I was like, no, I just do it that day. I'll knock all that shit out, and I'm like, fuck, I forgot I had plans that day. I think you've done that with work where you're planning something, but you forgot you were supposed to go to work. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. For me, that's not really a common thing, but I did have a moment at work where it was like 2 weeks in a row where I signed up for overtime on Saturday, but I completely forgot I was doing something on Saturday morning. I think one was a haircut appointment, And the other one, you and
Yeah.
me were gonna go to like a food thing.
Oh, that's
together.
right. Yeah, we were. Yeah.
So that did happen to me, but it's not a common thing.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think mine's due to weed because I'm also I think a lot of the time just your headspace you're in at the moment when you're trying to do shit. I think it's always good to, like I said, that reflection time. Even though you probably don't do that every night, I really feel like that might be something, that meditative type stuff. I might start adding a routine. I think that might be healthy. And you were saying your dad did shit like that. Like at 5 a.m. he would meditate. Sometimes at night, that might be for people versus morning, you know. You might need a way to unclear. Sometimes you might help your day starting off like that. I'm trying to figure that out for myself. I haven't really found that balance yet.
Yeah, going back to what you said about I probably don't reflect every night.
Yeah.
I do. Not every night. I reflect all the time.
Yeah, no.
Like, I just be in my head just reflecting on shit. So I do that regardless. But on weed, I feel like it gives me a different perspective.
I honestly will say the same thing. I haven't been sober enough. I've been wanting to do that, but I haven't.
Take a break.
Take a break. I haven't been taking a break. I'm still experimenting my own way, and I honestly feel like strains. There's a big difference. Like some will make me think so much, and some I've knocked me out. There was like it's called landslide. 40 minutes, almost fucking like clockwork. I smoke it. I'm feeling great, watching something, chilling, doing whatever, writing something, and all of a sudden. I'm out. I'm passed out somewhere. I'm passed out on the bed, passed out on the couch, something, anything, you know? And I'm like, how the fuck is this happening? It's that weed. Every time, 40 minutes, the same thing. Ashley said the same shit. It just knocks us out every time. And I like finding strains like that. So I will also say, when you really experiment with weed, there might be something that fits your metabolism. Sometimes that's a factor. I feel like might be combinations, certain strains maybe. Could be indica, sativa. I feel like sativa is maybe more sleepy sometimes.
Really?
But that also might be how my energy is, you know? I don't know. There's got to be something with it. I know one day we're going to have an expert on here to explain this shit.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, but...
Like a bud tender.
But I think it's important to also take a break so you can experiment. Because if you constantly have stuff in your bloodstream, you can't really fully experience it, you know?
I agree. I think Joe Rogan said the same thing before. I think I might have seen a clip where he said... He smokes, but it's like it's not good to be high all the time.
No,
you know, like sometimes.
I think Seth Rogen might disagree now, but certain people, I think for certain people for sure.
Yeah, rules don't. It's not 100% applies to everyone. You know, but in general, I do kind of agree. It's good to take breaks if you do a lot of substances.
100%,
just for your health.
Yeah,
you know,
it's like what we always talk about before, like balance, finding that damn balance with everything, and there is something with everything. And I look at stuff like. Especially when I'm learning something new, because we're both in the process of learning a lot of shit, and it's trying to find that balance, which I'm struggling with. And like your routine, even like you said, we start throwing off that routine.
Oh yeah, believe me, man.
Yeah,
it like really makes me really not productive at all. Yeah, and also besides the not being productive part, it kind of makes me a little slow. Because like the next day I'll feel like not as sharp. You know, like when I'm talking to people, I'm not really like. Following along the conversation, my mind's just cloudy.
Yeah. No, I've felt that a few times, and I think that's just mostly because indicas are like that. But that's why I say experiment with like hybrids and sativas.
It's everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to always do hybrids.
Yeah.
And I tried sativas, and I went to indica.
Yeah.
So I tried it.
All right. Yeah. So like, and again, I will say some people it may affect differently, and that's where you got to find that. And I remember our last podcast, like, that was when I was like, oh fuck, I don't think I'm normally that high like that.
Yeah, man, I did not realize how high I was until I rewatched it.
Yeah.
And also, I got a comment the other day on one of our TikToks, and they said, "Bro, it's too faded." And then I rewatched the clip, and I looked at myself, and I'm like, yeah, I am. My eyes are really small.
No, I was like, no, seriously, I was like looking.
So I didn't even realize how high I was.
I started realizing how high I was when I was talking. I was like. Why am I laughing right now? This is not funny. Then I look at you. I started looking at it when I pulled myself out of the situation. I'm like, oh shit, Zico is out. He's gone. Because your eyes look shut. I'm like, yeah, that's not normal Zico.
Well, you know what? To be honest, I feel like that previous podcast we did where we both smoked and got high. I feel like I was still there though, like coherent.
No, you were.
Like I gave a good movie review.
No, you did.
We did a movie review on Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Watch it. It's worth it.
But I want to say that's probably because I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Because no disrespect, but we did a second episode with a guest.
Yeah.
And I want to say I'm as close to that guest as I am to you.
Yeah.
So the vibe was a little different.
Yeah, it was different. It actually was better when we weren't recording. It was fucking great. We was like, why weren't we recording this shit? Yeah. That's how it happens, though. That's how it happens. Yeah. But eventually, I feel like this room is just gonna be always recording. When we turn it on, we just have a switch. It just records. The shit's already here. I don't know how that's gonna work, but eventually, I want something set up like that. That way, it just captures moments because I feel like even when I hang out with other people, sometimes like magic will happen randomly. I'm like, fuck, why was I not recording? You know, because like sometimes it's good to live in the moment, but there's also times I'm like, fuck, you know, like if we were like even when the ice storm was going on, I could have fucking recorded something that quick. Man. You know, because I don't think about it. I just live in the moment.
You know what's something weird I do is like I had the idea to tell you to go. I'm like, hey, it'd be a good idea to go record. But I never did it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that. Like sometimes I just have ideas and I just don't do it.
So there's something with that, and I because me and Ashley actually got an argument over something like that. It's because we both had these two different thoughts, kind of like we were saying, but we didn't communicate to each other. But if we did, we would probably avoid an argument and stuff like that. But it helped bring stuff to the surface. But the fact that we both were having the same thoughts, probably around the same time, that's where I feel like the universe sometimes will be talking. Like you said the same thing when your friend was on your mind, or vice versa, and then you call them and it's like y'all both were, oh yeah, we're thinking of each other. I feel like that's like that weird telepathic shit. Something's got to be to that.
Yeah, I had a friend that I was just thinking about how he was doing, and then that same day he hit me up.
Yeah. It's like I feel like there's something. So when you have something pop in your head, it might be like something like your outside self saying, "Hey, dude, hey," like maybe. Ringing a bell, and you're just. Because I'm guilty of not listening to that, and I feel like it's the same thing when we're at work, and you were like you hear that thought of like, oh, I should I forgot what the fuck you were doing, like putting shit on the bed, you know, that whatever that fucking thing is, but I feel like it's the same thing. There's something there that will have a thought, but we'll apply logic to it, and it'll peter off. But I feel like that thought, if we listen to it, again, it's hard to be in those moments to pay attention because obviously you probably like me have thoughts about everything constantly, about random stupid shit.
Yeah.
So it's hard to filter that shit out. But I just feel like sometimes there's a thing that happens that I've been trying to learn how to pay attention to, because I feel like how we could have, you know, who knows what could have happened. Like things like that, I feel like if you told me that, well, oh shit, you're right, and I would have just been filming that shit all day. You know, who knows what? It'd been fun as fuck. A lot of stuff was going on out there. I don't know.
Yeah. So you struggle with keeping a schedule?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Bad. Like, so my routine's very different when I get home after work. Like I say, it's we probably get home like around 2:00.
Yeah.
I get home around 1:30, 1:40. Sometimes I'll just
1:30.
Chill. Yeah.
Man, we get off work at 1:30.
No, we get off at 1:25.
No way you get here in 5 minutes.
No, but it's like, I'll say 1:30. It's like 1:35. There's no traffic. There is no traffic at night. I can just like all the lights. I got lucky. I caught all lights. I got home at yeah. But I'll usually sometimes I'll chill my car for a long bit. Once I get to my parking garage. Before I know it, man, sometimes it's 3 a.m. I just been in there working on stuff, just listening to music, thinking things, writing things. I don't even know. Sometimes I'll write stuff. I'm like, I don't even remember writing it half the time. I'm like, oh shit, that was really good. So it's like I feel like I use that a lot to spend time in, and then kind of like what you said, I'm just not laying in bed. But then I'll also go work out after that. I'm like, all right, now I gotta work out. I didn't do that yet. So then it'll be like 4 something now by the time I get back up, it's almost 5. It's 4:30 probably, and then I'm like, oh, I'm hungry now, and then I'll make something, and I'll fucking make a meal, and I would literally I'll put a blanket up, or I'll shut our door. That this is currently my bedroom we're in, but and then I'll start cooking something. Sometimes I'll start working on fucking projects, and I'll be like putting stuff up on the wall, stupid shit like that. I'll be 5 something in the morning, 6 in the morning, doing shit like that.
Okay, so it sounds like you don't really have a structure. You
no,
just kind of go with the flow.
I go with the flow, but sometimes I do follow a structure where like, all right. So I'll have free nights. So like I'll have like Monday nights usually my workout night. Oh, low battery.
No, don't. Is it recording?
It's still recording.
Okay, don't
touch it. All right. But sometimes I'll do different stuff. Like I'll have a routine. Like I'll have certain nights where like, okay, this is my night to be free, where it's open to whatever. So that allows my energy, because I'm a different breed. Obviously, you've been around me. My energy's fucking. It feels like it's just never ending. So I'll have to give myself maybe like a day, kind of like where you said you had 2 days of just open stuff where you can just chill. That's like, I might stay up all night, whatever. That's my day to do whatever. And then I'll have one day, that's my creative day. I'm doing art, and then the next day, that's my workout. I might with this, and then the next day might be a free day, and then another workout day. I usually have at least 3 full-on workout days. But the weekend, I'll also work out too. That's just different. But at work, I'll have at least 3 nights that are my workout nights spread out, and then I'll have a creative night where I'm doing something creative, and then a free one, which it could be whatever. It might be workout, it might be creative, But
it sounds like a really good schedule.
Yeah. But I didn't have that at first. The only reason I started doing that is because I was talking to you. And then I started writing shit down. Before, it was random. Some nights I might work out for a couple hours. Some nights I might just be in my car and I'm like, oh, fuck, the sun's up now.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes I'll go to sleep early.
Yeah, because I would love to have that schedule. Because the only reason why I have this schedule of making clips every day is because I have to get the shit out every day, you know? But if I had a thing where I didn't have to get it out every day, I would have a schedule like yours.
Yeah.
For sure.
I had to, this is what I had to find to work for me, but I feel like the more I start getting into shit, like right now I'm adding photography, so I have that certain nights where I'm adding, like, that's my work night.
Yeah.
I usually have that on Fridays. That's my day where I'm just working until later that night. I might do some shit with Ashley, whatever, but now I'm doing more work stuff, so it's like, I have my regular work stuff, but then I'll start adding in, like, little pockets of stuff that I need. Is like, more, I think the more I'm going to get into videography and photography, that's going to consume a lot more of my time. Because shit, man, sometimes editing photos takes a bit and it sucks. But as of right now, no, it's I like to keep it open. It works best for me, because when I have too much control, it's like I'm not enjoying the shit when I'm doing it, you know? Because when I just say open creative, that means it could be painting, it could be making music, it could be doing photography. It's just open. It's like not set structure, but eventually I'm gonna have to. I used to have a schedule where I worked out, I played music, I did art, I did photography, whatever. It's like I have to do that for this long.
Oh, you did that before?
When I was a long time when I was a little younger, I had it set like that because I wanted to really learn it, but I'm like, it was hard trying to find the balance, and I'm like, I just have to push through it. Like, I don't want to do it right now. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this. Yeah. But you just gotta get up and do it, you know?
Yeah, man. I believe that if you want to get something done, you can make it happen, you know? Because same thing applies to, like, money management. People will make an excuse or complain that, hey, I can't invest this amount of money every week because I can't afford it, you know? But then they're like spending $20 on Starbucks every week.
No, you're right.
This. It's like, yeah, you can afford it if you wanted to. You just gotta reorganize your spending, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you had a new bill that was $100 a month, you would figure out a way to manage it and make that happen, you know?
No, you're right.
So when it comes to, like, for example, investing, you got to make that a priority. And be like, I have to make this happen. How do I make it? How do I reorganize everything to get to that? Yeah. And same thing happens with like a schedule to be productive. You got to really want it. And if you really want it and you really try, you can actually make it happen, you know? But if you fucking half-ass it, you're going to be on the random ass, go with the flow, doing random shit.
Yeah.
Know? So you really have to really try.
No, you're right, and you really, and I'm trying to change my thinking, and I've realized for a bit, I think I've been in survival mode for a while, and I think a lot of people get stuck in that, and I get it, it's hard, it's sometimes you can't think past fucking that day, and the next day, you know? Yeah. And it's, especially if you're adding other things in life, which I'm thankful I don't have kids, because, like, I could not have fathomed how the hell I'm surviving if I had a kid right now. I know, do you know, when people do... Not saying it's a bad thing to have a kid. I would love to have a kid, but how could I be there when my time's already stretched like that? A kid to me feels like they need to have at least majority of your focus because they're developing. You know, so many things are factors.
If you want to be a good parent.
Yeah, if you want to be a good parent. Yeah, I know. If I was a parent right now, I would still feel like I would be a good parent, but I also still my kid might have trauma because I may not be there sometimes. I'll be working so much, or I might respond angrily because who knows what's going on. I don't want to do that. You know, it's like I want to be able to be a healed individual. So if I'm having a kid, they don't understand shit. I don't want to get annoyed if they're gonna ask me a question. I want to always be present for them and be helpful to them because they're learning shit. They're trying to figure this shit out, and the world is completely open. I want them to have that beautiful idea how beautiful the world is for a little bit, you know, while they can, and then they don't need to know about all the pain and shit that's going on. I want them, at least when they start learning that, I don't want them to have that develop like a young psyche. That's gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I think sometimes your kids don't have to know shit.
No,
because I know for a fact my parents are hiding shit from me and they don't want me to know, and I want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
They have a good reason.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, my mom said something like, if I told you this about your dad, you would never talk to him again. I'm like, okay, don't tell me it then. Ignorance is bliss. I'm going to pretend I never heard that. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Sometimes it just is better.
It's better not to be trust me, man. Some things you don't ever want to know. It ruins your life.
No, I feel like that. And I feel like just learning how to find that balance. Again, this stuff we speak about is trying to find that for yourself because I think it's important and it's fucking hard in life sometimes. But learning how to aim small, miss small, whatever it is, you just small things. Like if you set priorities, if you want to change, I always bring up this stupid dumb quote again. you do something different, you have to be someone different, whatever.
Can I add a quote to that I saw that pretty much is the same concept? I saw a quote. It was like a picture of like graffiti on a wall that said, "If nothing changes, nothing changes."
Yeah.
100% true.
No.
If you don't change shit about your fucking life and you're unhappy with it, you're gonna stay unhappy because you're not changing anything. You gotta change something.
Because I look at things now, like I look where my life was like just like a couple months before we started the podcast. Look how different our fucking shit is. Everything changed. Like I literally converted a bedroom into a fucking creative space because I wanted that for myself. And honestly, we were like, it was a transition. Like, because again, I have a spouse, so it's not just me making a decision. We have to make this shit together. So I convinced her, and it worked out. It's great because we both love it because it's a separation, and it just helps. I think there's a couple people. It's like feng shui kind of type stuff, but it's more like an extreme version of feng shui. Is like I literally converted it, changed it completely. Mm-hmm. But it helped my mental health as well. I feel like it opened things up because I forgot I was missing this space that I used to have. I didn't realize it's that important, but I really feel like having that space, that separation, in which you are trying to find that right now, right? That separation kind of for your own.
Yeah, 'cause I live with my dad, and I don't like living with him. Yeah, not to get too deep into it. I mean, he's a cool dad, but I'd rather be on my own.
Well, as an adult, you need your space, and you haven't fully had that in your life yet. Yeah,
I don't know. I never had that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Man, if anything, I had my space invaded all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, when I was little, I remember, like when I was like a kid, right, in my apartment. This is so weird, but like I had like a family member that lived with us, and every night when she would get off work at midnight and get home, she would get home around 1 a.m., 2 a.m., right? Mm. And then when she gets home, I'm laying in bed and I'm sleeping, right? But some days I'm having trouble sleeping, so I'm just laying there trying to sleep. And then when I was hear her come home, and then she would walk towards my door, crack it open slightly, and just stare at me.
It's weird?
Yeah.
Maybe it was out of love?
No, it's not. She was staring at me for like 5 minutes for some reason.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so that was really weird, man.
It felt creepy. It was your sister?
No, I don't have a sister.
Oh.
I'm not going to say who it is.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought you mentioned it. I was like, sorry. No, that is scary. Like, I had a relative that I guess that borrowed their blanket, and they said at night they just were staring at me, and I'm like, that's terrifying. Weird, man. I was like, what the fuck? Weird. Yeah, I was like, I was like,
I say that to say,
yeah,
I feel like I've never had my own space because motherfuckers always invade my shit all the fucking time, man.
Oh shit!
So I want to live independent. My dad's cool; he doesn't do that shit.
Yeah, no.
I just want to live independent, man.
That's crazy to me. You never had that. No, that's crazy that to me you never had that.
I feel like even to this day,
I'm excited for you when you have that.
I know. I feel like even to this day, I almost kind of feel like I'm being watched in a way. I think it's because of that, But yeah, I'm excited to get my own space so I can feel like having my own privacy. Yeah. Be in control of it. No one fucking staring at me and shit.
Yeah, no. Yeah. And I feel like that's... So there's things I especially after watching that movie we watched where Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's the same thing. You moving out, that's another small ripple. But it's like the place you choose, you just create an alternate reality. No matter what, because you could have chose a different place and you would create something different. That's what's weird to think about. You can't think about that shit, but you're a different person. The place you choose, it's gonna mold you into someone different. So it's like because you're already gonna have that separation and divide that is different, and you're gonna be an independent person. You've never felt that, so I'm excited for you because we're gonna see on the podcast your difference, man. Literally document.
You about to see me get buff, man.
Come back.
Shit, a year from now, who knows, man? I might have face tattoos. I don't know. But that's the end of this episode. Yeah. 30 minutes in. 20
minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes.
Episode. All about a schedule. We talk about all types of shit. That's how we are. Hope you guys liked it. That was a good talk. After this, we're gonna record Hotbox Thoughts. Look forward to that this Saturday. I record Monday and Saturdays now. I mean, I upload Mondays and Saturdays, not Fridays, because Fridays I'm busy. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking time out your day to watch two guys just talk about random shit.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Seiko. That's Josh over there. What's your Instagram?
It's @Severin Photography. SEVEREN.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.